I wanted to become a teacher. I'm very passionate about learning, about fostering that learning, kind of the discovery of new knowledge. I'm very passionate about helping kids to learn, whether that be kind of learn something for the first time or develop and expand their learning, kind of wanting to foster that success. I really enjoyed my time in school and kind of wanted to give back. I chose Purdue when I was kind of my junior and senior year of high school. I started to do some looking and some digging. I went on a great experience when I was going into my senior year where I had a week-long kind of education camp at Purdue. I really liked my time there. My brother was also at Purdue at the time. I think Purdue's reputation of being a nice, rigorous school, as well as something that I was looking for in terms of kind of close to home. I felt comfortable with them, and I knew that they kind of knew their education from my time at that camp. So I was like, you know what, I think Purdue's going to be the best fit for me. At my time in the College of Education, it definitely, at the big school, it had a very small school feel. I knew my professors, I knew my classmates, and we were very, very close. It was an awesome learning experience at a big school like Purdue. My favorite experience in a class, and there was a lot of really good ones, but one that always stands out is in one of my methods classes. We like to start with some like really good challenging problems that allowed us to kind of like understand what it's like to like feel and just get excited about learning again, which is what we were trying to instill in our students. And there was one problem that was a really hard geometry problem, and it took us like a good 10 minutes all talking back and forth to try and figure out the answer. Just things like those always make me like really get excited about learning again, and we did those really frequently in that class, and so it was a great way to start class every day, and it always stands out as a positive memory. My advice to any incoming students is college, it's interesting because at times it feels like a really long process. I remember coming in as a freshman like, oh my gosh, for like 4 years is a long time, but at the same time it just absolutely flies by. So stay confident, keep those goals in mind, and kind of enjoy the ride. I would say my favorite part of being in the math education program was probably the people that I bonded with and collaborated with over that time, that being both my classmates and my professors. I think it's just a really special experience when you can learn and grow with fellow classmates who have the same goals and priorities and want to do the same thing, and then to have professors that are really open to working with you and talking with you to kind of help shape you, but also allow you to kind of stay yourself with your own creativity, your own thoughts, your own dreams and stuff. I really noticed that when I was in my time at Purdue, and I would say that was my favorite part of the program. I think teaching it's a profession that has a lot of like really great benefits, but also it does come with its challenges. And so I always say if you can surround yourself with the people that are going to focus on the positives and the good, I think that's going to really help you be successful. And that really goes for anything. And as you go to Purdue, I think if you can surround yourself with the right people, faculty, classmates, and stay on the right track, and it's going to be a lot of fun either way you do it. But I think that that's really beneficial. It helps you always stay comfortable and always stay confident in yourself if you can have that good group and that good foundation. My time at the College of Science, I took some pretty rigorous math classes, and one thing that really stood out to me was how well the faculty and professors were willing to work in office hours. Sometimes we'd spend a lot of time in office hours, and those professors were really good at still working with me, making sure I understood the topics, but then kind of holistically, I felt really prepared to teach any math class because I took these rigorous classes, kind of overcame them, learned the necessary knowledge. That was really beneficial for me than going into my profession. Being in both the College of Science and the College of Education, I was able to kind of take some really good out of both. It allowed me to, in some regards, still make sure I was taking, the rigorous courses that I needed to take from just purely like a knowledge standpoint, which is my physics, my maths, and things like that, to make sure I was building up this knowledge that I'd be able to serve students. But then the College of Education, on the flip side, allowed me to really build a more pedagogical foundation. I had really good relationships on both sides, and it felt like it kept me balanced the whole way through, that I wasn't getting too focused on one regard, that I was staying really holistic. And so that was really cool and something that I really enjoyed from being in both colleges.